Today we're looking at success and the true meaning of success. Where does that come from? Where does it lead to? Because for years, many of us have heard the stories of success being to do with the dollar signs, success being to do with the big house or the getting rid of your mortgage. None of these things are bad things. But true success is much deeper than that. And it's something that changes your life and changes the life of others. And today I've got the lovely Sigrun Bishop. Actually, have I pronounced that right? Because I always
Yes, you
ask.
have. Actually, most people don't even get that name right. So you've done well.
Fantastic success then as we start off. But I'm delighted to see you again and to invite you onto this podcast.
Yeah, it's my pleasure too. It was actually a really nice surprise to find that. I thought, yes, I follow my invitation.
Brilliant.
And
Fantastic.
and it feels good. So it feels right to be here. It feels good. It feels worth sharing whatever I might have to add to the world. So yeah.
Brilliant. Well, my first question to you is, what does success mean to you?
It means most of all, it means peace. It means a peace that sits like deep inside the heart. And I guess it describes like happiness in life in some sort of a way. And again, you can describe happiness in different ways, but peace and harmony inside myself first, and then in my surroundings. That's the two biggest places of where I'm looking for success first up. And then taking it forward, it really goes in, yes, how you affect others in whatever work you do is probably the biggest thing. And it's not about the dollar sign. It's very much about that personal fulfillment and the fulfillment you can add to somebody else's life.
Yes, I love that. For myself too, it's finding that deeper meaning, purpose behind it, to be able to sort of end your life looking back and be proud of the changes that you've helped other people make, the impact that you've had on other people's lives, the positive impact is always going to be a bigger thing. So what about your clients? What kind of success do you bring for them?
Yeah, so working as personal trainer, I've had clients come to me and they've sometimes they didn't have any self-esteem very much. Like one guy came to me and he was a broken man in some sort of a way. So he had some medical challenges as well. And I just took the time and met him where he was at. And now he just, every time in a session, he's, oh man, I'm just blown away. You just have this one little thing, this one lump of iron, and look at the things I can now do. And he struggled to get up from the floor. And he absolutely gets up from the floor now, and he does it with the weight. So what's bigger is not actually his physical, what he can do, but his bigger is what shines out of him, like the awe of himself. That's such a big thing, and it's such a satisfying thing for me to watch, but for me to feel for him. Then another lady came to me and she was also didn't think that training, that working out, or however you want to name that, was anything for her. And she is same sort of thing. She was really struggling with her weight. She was struggling with not so much the health side of things, but she was struggling just getting around because she had so much extra. And now she's written me the most loveliest email to say that I was able to help her love her body and respect herself, and that I breathed some belief into her, and that I've made her make really, really big changes on my prompting and on my being there by her side. And I mean, you treasure stuff like that. That's just worth it. That to me is success.
Absolutely. And it sounds like that you often work with people who other people might have written off, maybe because of their age, because of their size, because of maybe an inability to do the things that other people do. And maybe they write themselves off. It sounds like perhaps they're in a place of thinking, well, nobody else cares about me. Why should I care about myself? So to hear
Or
you
I'm
talk
past
like
it or
that.
something. Yeah.
Sorry, say that again.
Or I'm past it, or
Yes.
you can't help me anyway.
Yes.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, and at the end of the day, like you say, for somebody to get their self-esteem back, to get that self-belief, to be proud of themselves and what they're achieving, And then for
Yeah.
you to be able to see that you've unlocked that, it's a wonderful feeling, isn't it?
Oh, one lady came to me and she said, I'm afraid to have a baby because I don't think my body can support it. We trained for 2 years. She fell pregnant during the training. She trained until she was 9 months pregnant, had her baby, and then it took a little while for her to come back because she's 37 now and the baby is 3. So she had her first baby in her mid-30s. So it always takes longer for the body to bounce back then. But she's come back. She's come back to training now, and now it's like, okay, how can I lift my baby safely? How can I be there? That cool mom that wants to be with baby on the floor, run around after him and all that stuff. And yeah, so much joy, just so much joy. And then I offer, because I'm her mum's age, I offer my mum stuff that, my mum learnings and my mum insights to go as well. And she's just super grateful. So it's just, there's always more.
Absolutely. I think once you start building those relationships with people who know, then they know they can trust you because you've actually seen them at their most vulnerable, haven't you, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then other things come out that you can share with. Well, how can people get in touch with you if they would like some of your wisdom, some of your support?
I do have a website. Like my personal training is literally face to face, so not face to face over technology, but actually in my gym face to face, because I work very much hands-on, and the way I teach is I teach people how to feel their bodies, how to feel where a weight is, how to feel where something is out of alignment. So that part of it is actually face to face and it's local. But I do have a website where I also work in transformational coaching and some tapping and human design. So they're things that people can absolutely get in touch with me over technology, and that sort of opens up a big, much, much bigger reach for me then. Because here in the gym, there's one of me, I can only be so much. So yes, my website is wellnesslifestylestudio.com. And on there you will be finding sourdough bread making. I do that too. I teach how to do that. But yeah, you'll be finding the human design side of things, and my website is still in process. It's working, but I need to add things, and that's a matter of time and just getting those extra things onto the website. But yes, I do coaching, and I do quantum alignment system, which is, there's a coaching aspect, there's a little bit of human design reading, and then there's the EFT component, which can really help anchor some changes in people's lives and into their whatever needs to be sitting between here and there.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, if you're interested in working with Sigrun and maybe connecting with her, maybe it's virtually, obviously there's certain things, but maybe locally as well. Maybe you're living there and actually you want to meet up, then do follow any of the links that we share. Do reach out, do talk. And if you're at that stage of life where you feel like people have written you off, then clearly that's not true. And I can testify to having a 98-year-old mum who is just amazing. And it is because she hasn't fallen into the trap of feeling like there's nothing left for her. It's not easy being 98 in a body that's not really doing what it's supposed to be doing it. But with your help, I think it sounds like many people could be doing far more than they probably even think is possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's start just somewhere.
Yeah.
I've worked
Yeah.
with nuns that are in their high 90s. They all enjoyed it, so they're seeing benefit. So that's important.
Absolutely. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for coming along and sharing that with us. And if you've got a story to share about your view of success and how you bring your clients success in their lives, then we'd love to hear it. So follow the link and book yourself a slot and let's hear your story. Thanks again for coming along.
Thanks, Angela. It was lovely to see you again.